Vasyl Lomachenko versus Jamaine Ortiz. Who do y'all think is gonna win this fight? Before I get more into the video, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more boxing and please hit that like button. It helps out the video. It helps out the channel. I'd really appreciate it. So this fight between Lomachenko and Ortiz is scheduled for 12 rounds in the lightweight division to take place on the 29th of October. October 29, 2022, live from the Hulu Theater in Madison Square Garden, New York City, New York, USA. To be shown live here in the United States of America on ESPN Plus, exclusively on ESPN Plus, which is different from your regular typical cable ESPN. So yeah, tune into ESPN Plus on October 29 if you want to see this fight. The return of Lomachenko, who hasn't fought in almost a year now. Last time he was in the ring was back in December of last year against Richard Comey, where he won by unanimous decision. And yeah, now here he is fighting Jamaine Ortiz after the war. Well, it's still ongoing, the war in Ukraine. Looks like he's allowed to fight outside and leave Ukraine now. I mean, Usyk did it not long ago, and now here is Lomachenko's return. Lomachenko, even though he lost to Teofimo Lopez a couple years ago, a lot of people still regard him as one of the best in the world today. And this is a fight that he needs to win to prove their point, to to show them that he really is still one of the best today at 135 pounds. A lot of people still have him higher ranked over Devin Haney, even though Haney holds all the belts right now at 135 pounds. And actually, if Lomachenko wins this fight, he looks like he will be fighting Devin Haney. It's a fight that Top Rank plans to do next year. So Devin Haney did his thing. He won against George Kambosos in the rematch. Now Lomachenko needs to do his thing and win this fight if he wants to fight Devin Haney. Jamaine Ortiz, to those who don't know who he is, he's the lesser known fighter between the two, known as a technician. I don't know about that compared to Vasyl, but he's from Massachusetts. 16-0, 1 draw, 8 wins coming by way of knockout TKO, coming off a career best win against Jamel Herring back in May of this year. It was a pretty impressive win, beating the former champion Jamel Herring, actually retiring Herring. And Ortiz is undefeated for a reason, and let's see if he can keep that undefeated record against Lomachenko. Will he though? In my opinion, no. I think Vasyl still got it, man. At the age of 34 years old, the footwork it's there. The punches from different angles is still there. The way he moves around inside the ring, as long as he just lets his hands go, that's pretty much it, right? I mean, when he fought Teofimo Lopez for the first half of that fight, he barely let his hands go. In any fight, man, like if he just let your hands go, and I think he'll win on points. But his fight against Ortiz should be interesting. Southpaw versus Southpaw, or at least I think Ortiz is Southpaw. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, I thought it was a Southpaw at first. Anyway, yeah, I thought he was a Southpaw for a second. But looking back at the Ortiz, or thinking back at the Ortiz versus Herring fight, Herring was getting to Ortiz. Herring had moments landing that big right hand. And in my opinion, Lomachenko is just a much better boxer, more of a technician actually, compared to Herring and compared to Ortiz. And I see Lomachenko breaking him apart and winning this fight either on points or TKO in round number 10. Lomachenko is something else. He's one of a kind of a talent. I can see why a lot of people still regard him as one of the best, but in my opinion, he needs to fight Devin Haney to show that he really is one of the best. And in order to fight Devin Haney, he needs to win this fight, which I think he will. It's a good comeback fight after a long layoff. But in the end, I think Lomachenko in the end will just be too good. There's levels in the sport, and I think Lomachenko will show that he's levels ahead compared to Ortiz in this fight. I won't be surprised if Ortiz does get moments here and there. He seems like he's a naturally bigger guy. taller guy, I should say, 5'8", compared to Lomachenko being 5'7". He says 5'7" here, but he's more like 5'6", 5'5". It looks like there's no way he's 5'7". Um, but yeah, Ortiz seems like he's the naturally taller and longer reaching guy, so I could see him having moments here and there, especially in moments where Lomachenko decides to not really let his hands go. I swear, I feel like if he just let his hands go, not all the time, but and instead of just moving around like he did in the first half of Teofimo Lopez, if he let his hands go in that fight in the first half, I think he would have probably won the fight. Um, but then again, Lomachenko was getting to him. If Ortiz could do the same thing, apply the same game plan of pressuring and beating Lomachenko to punch first. If Ortiz can display that same type of game plan, maybe Ortiz might pull off the big upset. But I don't really see him pulling it off. It's a win for Lomachenko, in my opinion. It Lomachenko, like I said, will show that there are levels in the sport, and Lomachenko is a level or two ahead compared to Ortiz. Let me know your thoughts and comments. Thanks for listening and watching, and like always, have a great day. All right, thanks.